Hey there, beautiful people. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. Guys, I know that layoffs, especially with all of what's going on right now, it's inevitable that you have all of your career tools working for you and not against you. There is a lot going on, and if you're going through layoff right now, I need you to pay attention. All right, we're gonna if that resume that you had before you got laid off, you're still using it to apply, stop. Let's get that fixed. Okay. All right. Stay tuned, guys. Hey there, beautiful people. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally, especially because you guys are going through the monstrous task of dealing with layoffs and all that that comes with. Of course, if you have never heard of me before, I am Mentor Shelley, your dream career coach, as well as an HR consultant. Right now, we're going to be talking about that old resume that you had before you got laid off. Please make sure you are using, or you're going to at least update the one that you're going to use, starting with a lot of the different things that we're going to be talking about today. Let's see here. All righty. Let's go ahead and share that. All right, guys, go ahead and like the video as you're coming in. Okay, so of course, if you're laid off, please don't use that old resume. I want you to understand why. Okay, your layoff does not reflect your value. Right, one of the biggest mistake I've seen laid off professionals make is dusting off the same old resume they've used for years and send it out hoping that it will somehow work some magic. It won't, because old resumes is going to give you old results. You have been laid off. This is a new situation. You're going to have to update it to reflect your new situation. All right. So let's see here. Now, your old resume was built for loyalty. They say things like responsible for, assisted with. That's the old way of writing them now. Hiring managers are asking this. How are you saving them money? How are you increasing their efficiency? If your resume is not clearly answering that question, because you see these look like old resumes over here. If you're not answering that question for them, they're going to move on to the next candidate. This is part of the reason I created the Overcoming Layoff workshop that you can get at mentorshelley.com/layoff. I will teach you how to rewrite in business language, not job description language, that so employers will see your value immediately and not have to question, how is this person going to benefit my organization? Now, resumes don't match how hiring is working now, especially, guys, especially in 2026. There is so much else, some other things going on right now, to be quite honest with you. It does not work the same way, guys. You want to make sure that you have the resume, the actual resume, the career tool, as I always call it. It is working for you and not against you. All right, let's see here. That's probably better. All right, now, recruiters are not reading your resumes the way they used to. As a matter of fact, you're lucky if they're reading it at all. It's going through the ATS system. We've had numerous discussions about that. It's not optimized for the ATS system. It's too general for hyper-targeted hiring, the hyper-targeted hiring process. If you don't have the matchup, we talk about keywords all the time. You guys have AI to even help you with some of this stuff now. So please make sure that your resume has the proper keywords. It's targeted to the specific position you're applying for. It cannot be the rinse and repeat, use the same resume for every single job that you're applying for. It has to be specifically targeted to that specific job. How does companies filter out candidates now? In the Overcoming Layoff workshop, I'll show you how to align your resume with modern ATS screen so you can get past the ATS screening, and how to tailor your resume without rewriting the entire thing, but putting the right words in strategic places. The resume that you did have is not necessarily who you are. I want you to not take this personal, folks. This is this situation, especially with how some of these layoffs happen in some of the public sectors, and in the private sectors, it's not this is bottom line. This is this going to affect their bottom line in a negative or positive way? And they made that decision based on that. It has nothing to do with you as a person. So please don't take it personal. This is a business decision. And I understand that sometimes you may not feel that way because it is affecting you personally, but we have to put our big girl pants on and keep it moving and make sure that we set ourselves up for success, not failure. A layoff can change you, and you can actually, in the time that you're laid off, learn some new skills, realize you want better pay, flexibility, leadership opportunities. But if your resume is not updated to accommodate all of those changes, whether it be the new skills that you've learned, whether it be the maybe you've done some volunteer work, some work with some different organizations, or you're getting involved in different things where it is going to reflect greatly on your your overall professional scope or professional portfolio, include that in your resume. They're hiring for direction. They want to know, where are you going next? What problems are you able to solve for them now and in the future? Your resume should now be not, here's what I've done, because anybody, you see on the job description that he has here, herding cats through chaotic deadlines, bossed around a bunch of slackers, made miracles happen with duct tape and coffee. What your resume should say, which is quite funny. Managed project, you led a team, and what are some of the results that you achieved? What was the bottom line? What did you achieve with making those changes? You did these things in this particular position, and what kind of results came from that leadership? That's what your resume is supposed to be answering, that question. That is why I developed the Overcoming Layoff workshop, to teach you how to rewrite that resume in business language so it speaks to, what have you done for me lately, and what can you do for me in the future if I hire you? That's really what your resume is supposed to answer. So I will teach you how to do that step by step in the Overcoming Layoff workshop, as well as provide you with mock interview sessions, as well as sitting with you one-on-one to provide you with a complete career strategy now that you've been laid off, depending on if you want to continue in the same career, you want to venture off into a different arena or in a different industry, or you want to start your own business. In either three of those directions, I definitely help you to put a strategy together as part of one of my students at the Overcoming Layoff workshop. And of course, to access that, you can go to mentorshelley.com/layoff to get started. Guys, I want you to know that this is something I feel very strongly about, because there's a lot of layoffs happening. We may not be hearing about all of them on the news, but they are happening, and I want you guys to get the help you need. So go to grab the Overcoming Layoff workshop course, and also there's a career session attached to that. If you jump in now, you can go to mentorshelley.com/layoff, sign up, get access to the information that is there already, and there will be some live workshops taking place along with the other students. All right, guys, take care. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. And while you're going through this layoff, I want you to overcome by using the tools, the skills I'll be teaching in the Overcoming Layoff workshop. All right, guys, take care. Have a good one.